Well, guys, that was seriously underwhelming, wasn't it? I mean, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. My hay fever's getting the best of me. I think I've got a bit of a cold as well, just from working outside all day, every day. It's been pretty grim lately, but to come home and watch this game after a long day's work just didn't hit the spot, did it? It just didn't feel right at all. It was a very, very boring game. It just wasn't entertaining. Now, I think Gareth Southgate got this completely wrong. I think he got it absolutely wrong. If you watch my sideline source from previous in the week, I think I put it out on Wednesday, I believe. We seemed to be playing a lot better. We played a lot better the lineup, would have played much better football. So you saw Jack Grealish come on, absolutely fantastic when he came on, I thought. Anyway, took players on, a bit more enthusiastic. As I said as well about Harry Kane, if he doesn't have that impact on the game, why keep him on? There's no point keeping him on. So I'm happy Gareth Southgate actually had the initiative and had the actual balls, basically, to take him off. Because it should have happened. I think Sterling and a few decent little weaving in and outs and stuff like that, but overall it's been a really pathetic performance by England. I think Rice and Calvin Phillips is a bit of it's a safe option. It's a bit over the top for England, having two CDMs basically playing in front of a back four. Luke Shaw I thought was fantastic. He won a lot of headers. He was brave. He got forward as well, tried to do something down the left-hand side. Tyrone Mings and John Stones. John Stones nearly scoring that header. Jesus. I think Roy Keane was a bit harsh on him at half-time, saying that he should have probably just stopped his run, seen the flight of the ball, but overall I think it was a pretty alright shot, and John Stones deserves to have a bit of credit for what he did there. I think it was a difficult one to take, but overall the game was absolutely, but it was just boring. A few decent chances here and there that sparked up, but Scotland came to play in Scotland. You've got to give them credit. Che Adams, I'm a big advocate for Che Adams. I've liked him all this year. For Southampton, I thought he'd done very well with Danny Ings right next to him. But yeah, overall, England, they needed Jack Grealish on. Mason Mount was demanding the ball, the only one trying to push forward. Sterling didn't do fantastic. Rashford came on and I think the game was dead by then. By then, Scotland had moved from like a 3-5-2 to more of a 5 at the back, 5-3-2. It was McTominay had tucked into that third centre-back role and Robertson dropped a bit deeper. I think McDoherty, his name was, the right wing-back, who had a fantastic game as well. I think he dropped a lot deeper as well. So there's 5 at the back then. And then when you've got one striker in Rashford against 5 players, well, 3 centre-backs initially, it just doesn't do anything. Phil Foden came off. I think he had a decent game today, but it's nothing fantastic. You need to try and, I was saying it to my dad as I was watching, you need to try and get more players on the pitch to figure out who's in form. So Foden looked decent in that first game, but didn't really do much with it. Sterling's alright, he picked up a goal. Kane looks a bit out of form and run down. Grealish came on and looked so electrified and wanted to get forward and was trying things on one free kick, so you play him initially. Reece James and Luke Shaw, I think Reece James I think Walker played a lot of a more secure role at that right back role. So when you get to the knockout stages now, you can sort of compare the players that you've put out there. Calvin Phillips, for example, fantastic. Really like that play, Calvin Phillips. Absolutely fantastic. A machine, an engine in that midfield. It's just a shame that we didn't do much with the game itself. I'll just get the statistics up just so I can double check them. Croatia drew with Czech Republic, so it isn't much of a blow for us overall. Where does that put the group? So for the groups, that puts the Czech Republic ahead of us at the moment. England, obviously us, on 4 points, but it's an open game for the last game of the tournament, basically. You can see if Croatia beats Scotland or Scotland beats Croatia by a margin of 3 goals, it's anyone's game. And that's where it becomes a bit scary. We could have knocked could have knocked Scotland out of the tournament, but yeah, it was a disappointing game, a very disappointing game. The stats as they sit, let's get them up. 60% possession for England, as we still just sat on the ball, but less shots. 1 shot on target that whole game. doesn't sit well with me. Something needs to be done, whether or not you put 2 strikers up front, whether or not you change up the system. But Gareth Southgate has to take the initiative now to sort of change things up and make sure that this doesn't happen again, because we should be winning these types of games. So yeah, just my initial reaction after the game. Hope you did enjoy it. I'll be trying to put out a new FM series this week, but feeling a little bit under the weather. Got the hay fever's kicking in. Everything's just a bit of a calamity at the moment. But yeah, hopefully a few more exciting videos to come. Balancing work life and everything now. It's a tricky one, but we'll get there in the end. I hope you did enjoy. Hope you are excited to see the rest of the Euros game. A great game, Portugal-Germany. I'll probably bring in my reaction for that, because I'll definitely be watching that tomorrow. That'll be a fantastic game to watch. And yes, bring on the Euros. It's been a decent run so far for England. Hopefully we can try and sort out this attacking, I would say proficiency is just inefficient at the moment. Try and sort out this attack, see what we can do with it. And yeah, hopefully get us through to the knockout stages. I'll join you tomorrow. I'll see you in the next episode. If you did in fact like this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. From me, Alex, have a great evening. See you tomorrow. Ciao.